What's good? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Zai. I know this is my first time on this channel, at least. You know, I got my other channel that I make videos like this all the time, but this is my first time just straight up face to face with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? No green screen effect. You feel me? We in my humble abode this time. You feel me? You got my nice little bookshelf in the background. Got my Wolverine poster. Shout out the Bears too. I mean, look at what I got for Christmas. Let me show you. Where am I supposed to put this, bro? Who even is this? Let me know. I hope y'all doing great, man. It's the start of a new year, completely brand new year, new slate, you feel what I'm saying? New beginning. So my new beginning for this year, I said last year I wanted to start a little bit of a podcast type show thing for this channel. So I'm actually doing it now, you feel me? You feel me? Hold the applause, hold the applause. So my first episode, my first topic, whatever you want to call it, we have got to talk about 2026 superhero slate. And I'm just going to give my opinions, my thoughts, and my rankings based off my hype meter, my anticipation levels for these said projects. So we're going to keep this simple by putting my hype meter into 3 tiers. My first tier is going to be must see day one. These are the projects that I will be there. If it's a movie, if it's a TV show, I don't care. I'm watching it the first day it comes out. It's that simple. Tier 2 is going to be a pretty hype for it. I may not see it first day, first moment, first week, but I will watch it and I'm pretty excited for it to come out. And then we're going to go with number 3, kind of worried, kind of intrigued. I wouldn't say there's anything this year that I'm not intrigued at all, but there's some things that have some worries, that could have some hiccups in it, you feel what I'm saying, that could have some problems, and I'm a little worried about it, but I'm still intrigued. And with that being said, man, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We coming big in 2026, y'all. I don't even care. Za is taking over the motherfucking world, and I can't do it without y'all, man. Go ahead and join the Za fam, man. Simple. With that being said, let's get into it. And let's start off with tier number 1, must see day one. I'm going to start off with the movie everybody's going to see day one, Avengers Doomsday. I'm going to be the first one to say it. This movie's going to make $3 billion. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to, boom, smack it on the desk. $3 billion for Avengers Doomsday. I can't believe I was ever in a part of that crowd that thought this movie was going to be anything other than one of the greatest cinema pieces of history, but I'm so glad that people are starting to slowly but surely with more trailers that we're getting. Stuff like Thor finally returning to his glory days, to his Shakespearean days. Stuff like the X-Men and Cyclops getting all the love and glory he deserves. The color grading, the physical sets that they actually shot this movie on. Everything about this movie so far, hell, even the leaked pictures of Dr. Doom that are leaked. We know y'all did it, Kevin Feige. You ain't catching me lacking. Knowing everything that we know now, and knowing that all the goodness that's still yet to behold. Hell, I think we're gonna get another chair stream. Hell, I think there's probably still 20 members of the cast in this movie that they haven't mentioned yet. We haven't got a single bit of action yet in this movie. This movie's gonna be insane, and I will be there day one. I don't even care. That same sentiment can be said and can be used for Spider-Man Brand New Day, which honestly, Doomsday, Brand New Day, they're neck and neck for me when it comes to hype level, when it comes to hype meter, because these two movies could potentially change the superhero genre for the next 10 years. That's how good these movies could be. I mean, this seems to be the most comic accurate Spider-Man that we're ever going to get on screen, with all the panels being created, with how much care and how much attention to detail Dustin Daniel Cretton and Tom Holland went in with this movie. I have a feeling that this movie may blow our socks off, especially after seeing Stranger Things season 5, y'all. Sadie Sink, knowing that she's gonna have a big role in this movie. Whoo! I am so fucking excited, man. I can't wait to see what they're cooking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw the little leaked trailer that came out a couple months ago. Not a couple months ago. What world am I living in? I guess it was 2025 when it came out. A couple of weeks ago, and it looked pretty good from what I'm seeing. But I can't wait to see that full trailer. You know, with actually done CGI. But I'm guessing that we're not going to get that to like the Super Bowl or some bullshit like that. But understandable. But I still think that movie is going to be an absolute smash hit, man. We're finally going to see Peter Parker struggling with life again. Yes!
He's out of line, but he's right.
Next up on my must-see first day list is simple. The Boys' last season is coming out this year, so we will be there for every waking moment. And you know, something that just hit me, like especially after watching Stranger Things and just all the finales that have come out in the last couple of years, you feel what I'm saying? I wonder if The Boys is going to be next. It's going to be the next to go through this. Oh, that ending was horrible. That ending was garbage. That ending was utter horseshit. You didn't answer this question, this question, this question. You didn't answer my nitpick about this nitpick that I nitpicked 3 years ago. Like, I'm wondering if The Boys is going to get that same thing that Attack on Titan got, that Stranger Things is currently getting, like JJK is getting. So I'm going to be very, very interested to see how people are reacting in real time, especially because we're going to get them week to week to week episodes. I can't wait to see if they're able to pull off this ending without having people mad, or if it's going to be another Stranger Things situation all over again. I don't think it's going to be Game of Thrones, but I could see it being more Stranger Things. People are like indifferent with it mainly being positive than it being more negative. But we'll see. I will be there though. Trust me, I will be there. Next up in this tier is going to be a show that comes out on the exact same streaming service. And season 4, hell, I kind of wanted to talk about Invincible season 4 first. That's how excited I am for this season, but Doomsday, brand new day, that's not going over it. Invincible, I'm sorry gang, but you're not going over those two. I'm just putting it out there. But that does not take away from my excitement for this season, man. Invincible season 3, I don't want to say, I'll say it's the peak of the show right now. I don't want to say it's where it peaked, you feel what I'm saying? I don't want to do that to it. But from what we've seen so far for season 4, Thrag, from what we've seen with the animation upgrade, for knowing that it's coming out very, very soon, beginning of the year soon, I am so fucking excited, man. Invincible is such, when it comes to week-to-week waits, Invincible is one of my favorite week-to-week waits. If you, damn, that was a lot to say. Hurt my tongue. Week-to-week waits, you feel me? So I'm excited to finally get this introduction to Thrag, who's supposedly one of the best villains in comic book history, apparently. He got that clean-ass fade, that's for sure. But I'm excited to see what type of damage he puts on. I'm excited to see Mark, Invincible, finally maybe get some upgrades. Maybe him and Eve will continue their relationship. I'm just excited to hop back in the Invincible world, man. And last but not least in this tier, my must-see day one tier, is gonna be Supergirl. I know that Supergirl is going to be literally the exact same as the comic, but the comic has been hyped up like no other. Like, this comic has been recalled as one of the best ever by multiple sources that I've seen. So that gives me extreme amounts of hope and extreme amounts of excitement for this movie, you feel me? From the trailer though, and from some of the artwork I've seen, it's not going to be as colorful, it's not going to be as vibrant unless they went back and post and changed that. But it seems like it's going to be a little bit darker, which I feel like may ruin it. Not ruin, I gotta use better buzzwords. May hamper it down a little bit, you feel me? But that doesn't change the fact that I'm super excited to see this movie. Superman was great. Peacemaker season 2 was pretty solid for the most part. I'm excited to see the continuation of the DCU, see where Supergirl takes us, and how it leads into some of the other projects coming out next year. Now, with all that being said, man, let's move into our tier number 2, and that's the pretty hype tier. Now, what's going to start off this tier, you may be wondering? It's going to be X-Men 97 season 2, and if I'm being honest, this would have been in the first come, you know, must-see day one tier, you feel me? But after everything that has gone on behind the scenes with this TV show in particular, with them literally rewriting the entirety of season 2 and season 3 after they were finished, it has me a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie, it almost had me worried to the point where I got to put it in the kind of worried, kind of intrigued tab. But it's X-Men 97. That first season was so damn good to where it's like, how could you mess up the second season, you feel me? So I got to put it in the middle. I'm pretty hyped for it with a little bit of worry, you feel what I'm saying? I'm a little worried that they're gonna mess it up, but I'm gonna trust the process here. I'm gonna hope that they're putting out some more goodness, because that first season, boy, let me tell you, woo! Next up on this tier is gonna be Lanterns. Lanterns looks like it's gonna be either one of the best DC slash superhero TV shows of all time, or it's going to be an absolute stinker. Like, there's no in between with this type of show, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to land more on the first side. I think Aaron Pierre is going to come in there, he's going to kill this John Stewart. I think that is going to be one of those HBO big blockbuster hits that they're going to like promote the entire year so they can win awards, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I honestly think that this is going to do what Peacemaker season 2 should have done when it comes to advancing the story, the greater story in the DCU. I think that James Gunn hyped up Peacemaker season 2 too much, maybe because he was the one who made it. Can you blame him for that? But I think everything that he's tried to set out to do with that is going to happen in Lanterns slash Supergirl, I guess. Last but certainly not least in this tier, the pretty hype tier, is going to be Daredevil Born Again season 2. Because season 1 ended so damn good. It's also a well-known fact that the people who did the first episode and the last couple episodes are the ones who are going to be doing season 2. So all that stuff in the middle, that was some good, some bad, some in the middle, we don't got to worry about that. We're only focusing on the good stuff, which has some of the best cinematography, some of the best action, some of the best choreography, some of the best dialogue in this entire first season. And we get a whole second season of that with Black Suit Vigilante Daredevil, with Bullseye coming back into the fray, with Kingpin ready to murk anybody, with Jessica Jones coming back into the fold, and hell, probably other vigilantes that they're just keeping on the low too. I wouldn't rule out Spider-Man completely, but it probably won't happen. I'm just being honest, but I wouldn't rule it out completely. All these external factors and how internal factors are leading me to believe that Daredevil Season 2, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is going to be light years better than Season 1 ever attempted to be, and that has me pretty hyped to watch. But all right now, peeps, it's time to get into my kind of worried, kind of intrigued here, and let's start it off with what has me most intrigued, more than worried. Vision Quest. Now, Vision Quest has me intrigued for so many reasons, but it also has me worried because this literally got delayed for years on years on years. So it's like, what is that delay for? Was it because of timing? Was it because of story issues? You feel what I'm saying? Was it because they wanted it to be in a certain spot in the universe? There's so many questions that need to be answered in that regard. And then there's the fact that we haven't seen a single ounce of footage, of set photos. We've only gotten casting announcements, and it's been like a year, and it just finished wrapping filming, I'm pretty sure, a few months ago. Kind of surprising that they weren't able to get any leaks, but maybe Marvel just really had this show under the wraps because it's super important to the grander story. I hope that's the case, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so intrigued, because we're getting to see White Vision continue the story. We're going to get to see Ultron. We're going to get to see his other son, Speed. Seeing all these things form together, are we going to get to see a Young Avengers tease as well? I think Vision Quest may be bigger than people are realizing. Number 2 is going to be Clayface, which I'm also very intrigued in. I'm very intrigued in the more I think about it, how it may be the same level of intrigue as Vision Quest, but I'm also maybe a little bit more worried because the placement in the universe, the fact that we're getting I don't want to be one of those people, but we are getting Clayface before Batman. Like, just that is a little weird. No matter how we're gonna put it, that's a little weird. The fact that this was supposed to be in the DCU with Robert Pattinson's Batman, and then James Gunn was like, actually write that for the DCU, has me a little bit like, is there gonna be like some plot holes, some continuity issues? But other than that, man, this shit has me excited as fuck. Seeing the set photos, seeing how realistic it's gonna be, just the fact that we're getting a horror superhero movie is pretty awesome, is pretty out there, and it's probably gonna start a new wave, if this movie's good at least, a new wave of horror and different types of superhero movies. Like, it doesn't always have to be just action and family-based superhero movies. Like, we can do some crazy shit too. So that's also fun and also cool that James Gunn is even letting them try this. But I have to keep it a band. I have to be honest, it still has me a little bit worried. It still could, I don't think it could suck, but I think it could be one of those movies that's just there, that's just okay. But I'm hoping that this changes the genre in a positive way, man. And the show that I'm the most worried for this year, I'm still intrigued, don't get me wrong, but I'm worried because of the way Marvel is treating it. Wonder Man. Now, I said earlier last year on my TikTok that I think that Wonder Man may potentially be Disney Plus's best show last year, you know what I'm saying, of 2025, because it was supposed to come out last year, but then they've delayed it to this month. And not only did they delay it, but they're going to release every episode this month. That's not a good sign. I'm gonna be honest, that is not a good sign. That is not telling me that Marvel is confident in this show being able to hang not only for like a month and a half, but be able to hang episode by episode. That has me worried as fuck. But it has one of the best actors working right now, with Yaya working as Wonder Man himself, and you got Kevin Feige at the head of this at the same time, so I gotta at least be a little intrigued, I think. Not to mention, Wonder Man is already a well-known West Coast Avenger. He's got some insanely tough powers. We haven't seen an inkling of his powers yet in any of these trailers, but I feel like they're saving all that CGI, all that budget for the last couple episodes, which may be a negative, which is kind of crazy to already have a negative before the show even comes out. But I don't know, man. The way Marvel is treating this show, they're treating it like they did Ironheart, which wasn't bad, but they're treating it like The Ugly Stepchild. And as someone who's melanized, I'm not fucking with that, Marvel. I'm not fucking with that at all. But yeah, man, that's gonna be my list, my tier rankings via hype, via anticipation when it comes to these superhero projects for this year. This could be one of the best superhero years of all time. This could be the year that brings superheroes back to the forefront of public opinion, of media, of everything. But we don't have to wait and see, man. Let me know if y'all got any ideas, any type of videos you want to see, any rankings, any maybe older reviews. Let's talk about it, man, because you know we got to talk about this in the comments down below. Let's keep the conversation going, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace.